Alright, we're back for game 2 between DirtyDuck Specters and Nagarjuna's Sliver deck. Looks like a 4-color Sliver deck, touching white, blue, red, and green. And we saw some very aggressive slivers. A triple muscle sliver draw put things away very quickly for Nagarjuna in game 1. And we'll see what happens here. Bayou into Divining Top was the lead for DirtyDuck, and now he's got a Chrome Mox exiling a Silent Specter and an Overgrown Tomb. And we're going to see something, okay, probably another Silent Specter, I'm guessing, from the Morph. That would be the only Morph Specter that I'm aware of. Now, Nagarjuna is going to want to be able to take that out or get something to block it, or else he's going to be behind on cards very quickly. Alright, Muscle Sliver. He can try to just put on the offense here. So that Plated Sliver is a 2-3 and can safely attack in to the face-down Silent Specter. Alright, and there's a fetch land from DirtyDuck. Use it with the top to find something if he needs to, but I think he'll need to morph. He's not quite at morph mana here yet, unless he really wants to spend like another dark ritual or something on that. So I guess he's got to hold back. Does he have anything else? I think if he has some spot removal, that getting rid of that muscle sliver is probably going to be a high priority for him. So I think he either wants to spend some spot removal or possibly look for it with the top. Okay, could we see a Harmonic Sliver come down and pop one of the artifacts? No, we've got, okay, here's the Heart Sliver. So this is what I was expecting with red. Going into red is definitely worth it for the Heart Sliver if you can stretch the mana that direction. And we also saw in game 1 Nagarjuna using the +2/+0 sliver, but that does cost 4. That's a little above where I usually go on a sliver deck, but Nagarjuna certainly put the game away quickly with it. Very aggressive play. Alright, so the Heart Sliver is 2-3 thanks to the pumps from the Plated and Muscle Slivers. And it has haste. And we still don't know what Dirty's plan. He didn't use any mana for the turn. He doesn't have enough to morph what is presumably a Silent Specter face down on the board, but you have to assume he has something here. And Nagarjuna won game 1, so Dirty's back is really against the wall here. Now, the one good thing for Dirty is that we have not seen a Winged Sliver yet. And his Specters are all going to be flyers, and so he should be able to get in with some of these guys. Alright, but he's going to be taking a ton of damage this turn if he doesn't do something. Alright, he's blocking the Muscle Sliver. He's got to have something here. Okay, he's got the Dark Ritual. So he did have the Dark Ritual. That's going to allow him to morph this, and it will become a 4/4. And we'll take out the Muscle Sliver. And morph is a kind of a state-based action, so it doesn't use the stack. No chance for Nagarjuna to react to that. So the Silent Specter will take out the Muscle Sliver. And then we're just going to see him use the fetch here, rather than try to get some additional shuffle with it off the top. So he may have an end of turn play, depending on what he goes for here. So far we're seeing just black and green. Not really sure what the green is for. Okay, he's going to fetch before he tops. He wants to use it end of turn here. He only had 1 mana left, so that makes sense. The slivers here without the Muscle Sliver, not putting DirtyDuck on a huge clock, but he is at 10. And of course, since the Heart Sliver's in play, anything that Nagarjuna plays is going to have haste. So if he has another Lord, a Muscle Sliver or a Sinew Sliver, Dirty could be really in a world of hurt very quickly. Okay, Deathrite Shaman. Now that could help him get a little bit of life back in the race here, also produce some mana for him. He's going to hold back that Silent Specter just to, I guess he figures at 10 life with the Heart Sliver in play, he can't take too many chances, and it is a 4/4 blocker. Oh, Bone Splitter Sliver. Okay. Still not safe for anything but the Bone Splitter Sliver to crash in, and then only if he wants to lose it to the Silent Specter and trade, which he may. Up, and we may have something from DirtyDuck here. Oh, he's got a Putrefy, so the green not just for the Deathrite Shaman activation. Uses the Putrefy to pick off the Bone Splitter Sliver. Bone Splitter Sliver, a reference to the card Bone Splitter, presumably, the equipment that gives you +2/+0. The Time Spiral Slivers all have sort of clever references to either older slivers or other cards in Magic history. So, Deathrite Shaman is active, and he should be able to use that to gain a little bit of life if he needs to. Try to stabilize here to where he can start crashing in. He's going to go ahead and top here, so he may be looking for another Putrefy. And we'll see if he found anything that he wants to top into. Here comes the Bone Splitter Sliver, and apparently he didn't find anything because he's just going to go ahead and trade. And he's out of cards, and Nagarjuna is got 3. But here Dirty's going to go ahead and start using the Deathrite Shaman to gain him a little bit of life back, try to get out of the danger zone. We don't know what Nagarjuna's got left, but he's got all 4 colors of mana there available to him. Alright, now Dirty's at 5 mana. 6 apparently with the Deathrite Shaman, if he needs that much. And it looks like he does. He's just going to hard cast a Silent Specter there. Now, being down 3 or 4 cards, he's in a bit of a spot here, but he does have an active top, so he's going to be able to dig for the answers that he needs when he needs them. It's not a bad position to be in. Alright, Nagarjuna has the 3rd Bone Splitter Sliver. That's brutal. Alright, now everyone's going to come crashing in. Alright, the Silent Specter here, he's just going to go ahead and pop out the Heart Sliver. So, I don't know what he has on the top of his library here. He's going to go ahead and do this in the upkeep. He's going to top, see what he can find. And he's going to need some kind of answer. He's at 4 life. He can get back to 6 with the Deathrite Shaman, but he's going to need some kind of answer to that Bone Splitter Sliver. Alright, here comes a classic, Hippie. Using the original art promo here with the new card frame. Definitely a classic, and again, part of that Dark Ritual into Hypnotic Spectre opening that has been popular for quite a long time. Ooh, alright, Sinew Sliver doesn't quite get him totally out here, but it's going to pump this guy a 5/4 and a 4/3, so he can trade with one of these, but he's going to have to chump something, or he can go to 2 and by using his Deathrite Shaman. Okay, he's going to double block there. So the 4/3 would take out both the Hypnotic Spectre and the Deathrite Shaman, and the Bone Splitter Sliver, it would trade with the Silent Spectre. He's going to go ahead and gain 2 life off the Deathrite Shaman before it dies, and that leaves him at 6 with facing down a Sinew Sliver, and Nagarjuna has still got 2 cards in hand, and Dirty has nothing. Okay, a Needle Spectre, that's not bad. It's got Wither, which certainly makes it a better jump blocker, but that's still not the position that you probably want to be in. Nagarjuna is going to fetch, go to 18. He hasn't been on, despite having been on the draw, he hasn't really been under any pressure this game. And Dirty hasn't really been able to connect with any of these Specters to gain back some card advantage. Oh, and here comes a Winged Sliver. Okay. All of Dirty's guys are flyers, so that is not going to affect their ability to block, but it is going to hurt him on getting in with them. All right, so he's going to chump with the Specter there. What has he got now? A Ghoul Draw Specter. Okay. It is not powered up at the moment. It will be a 5/5 flyer if Nagarjuna gets down to 0 cards in hand. But he is holding 1 card in hand. He has a ton of land. I don't know what he's got, but he'll have 2 now, so I think he can afford to play around this. Ooh, Crystal and Sliver. Well, that is certainly going to shut down the spot removal that Dirty has. Putrefies. I don't know if he's going to be able to have anything here. Alright, Winged Sliver's coming in. It is a 2/2. He can trade the Ghoul-Draw Specter for it if he wants. He's going to take a look at the top of his library, see what he's got. And he can't come up with anything for that. So DirtyDuck on the back foot for the whole of round 2, despite having been on the play, just never could quite get ahead on board there. And so that round 2 match, the Slivers deck takes down the Specters deck, and in a good showing of the red there with the Bone Splitter Slivers and the Heart Slivers as a way to get aggressive. Again, it's not a splash that that I have considered stretching my mana for. I might have been in a little trouble if there had been some wastelands or something around, but yeah, it worked out definitely for him there. And Romulos's Bant build, we'll see how that did later in the tournament. So thank you for joining me for this coverage of round 2.